we also have Grant Dahlstrom here. He's first time on the program. Great to see him here.
Hey, man, that's state qualifier, Grant Dahlstrom. You better come correct.
Hey, I got to get that Pat McAfee intro or whatever. But you are just calling like the best team right now in Western Big Six, 5 wins in a row. What have you seen from the Maroons that they really just been rocking?
Well, it's been really fun. 5 straight wins. As you said, they're getting it done with everybody they've played. They've beat good teams, and they've done it every single week. Both sides of the ball, even special teams, as we saw last week against Rock Island. They forced 9 turnovers over the last 2 games. They're just running the heck out of the ball. The pass game's even starting to develop, and they just haven't slowed down at all.
What is it about you think this week with Alleman that Moline can keep this train going?
Well, the Maroons are obviously the better team on paper. They have all the momentum coming in. They're feeling good, so it's going to be about showing up, just playing fundamentally good football, and playing the entire game to test again. It'll be every night in the Western Big Six can be competitive. So even though they're better than Alleman on paper, they still got to show up and just continue to keep doing what they're doing as we head down the stretch of the season. Just keep piling those wins toward the playoffs.
And anybody chime in? What have you seen from Alleman to this stretch?
Well, they were competitive against one of the better small school teams early on in Dwight. That was the game that was tied in the third quarter. They were competitive certainly in the first half against Galesburg, who is not one of the better teams in the conference, and they still were kind of blown out in the second half of that one. Then what I saw last Friday against Rock Island surprised me a little bit, that it was completely one-sided from the first snap of the ball. I thought maybe Alleman would have, some things to hang their hat on in that game. They did not. I'm sorry, that was 2 weeks ago. Last week, they're blown out by Sterling. Not a surprise there. Sterling has a good, solid team. They did have Kyle Bowden ran for 100 yards in that game. Okay, they are, they're trying to develop a program that at some point can return to competitiveness in the Western Big Six. They're clearly not there in 2025. So what they're trying to do is hang in there, show some things, try to gain some consistency in what they do, which is primarily running the ball. That's Alleman, right, as we've seen over the years, and try to reestablish some things. How much they're going to be able to do against Moline, I think, is going to be more or less what you might see in the second half when they're playing against the reserves for Moline. Maybe that's where they can make some headway, as I think would happen against Sterling.
All the Metro teams in the Western Big Six playing each other this week. Should be a fun Friday night.